Looking for a cozy, worry-free way to stay warm indoors when the temperatures plummet? What if you discovered the best indoor propane heater that totally changes how you feel about winter? In this video, we're counting down the 7 best indoor propane heaters that'll keep you toasty, whether you're dealing with sudden power outages, upgrading your garage, or just want extra comfort at home. And stick around, because what's number 1 on the list absolutely blew me away in more ways than one. Let's get started with our countdown. 7. Mr. Heater, F2320000 Portable Buddy. Okay, starting things off at number 7 is the Mr. Heater F2320000, also known as the Portable Buddy. Now, I've used this little guy both indoors and in places like a chilly basement, and I'll say, for an entry-level heater, it gets the job done. You set it up, push the button, and bam, warmth in a few seconds. It's rated at 4,000 to 9,000 BTUs, which heated my small office nicely, and it is technically indoor safe, with solid safety features like auto shutoff if it tips over or detects low oxygen. But here's where I have to be a bit honest. The coverage is pretty limited, think 200 square feet tops, so don't expect this to handle an open layout living room or a whole family den. Also during my tests, connecting the small 1-pound propane tank was a hassle. The threads can be annoyingly picky, and sometimes you feel like you're fighting with it more than you should be. 3. On high, it'll burn through fuel at a surprising rate. Oh, and it's not the quietest heater either. You'll notice it's running, especially in a silent room. Still, if you just want something for emergencies or personal spaces, this is a solid, portable option. Just don't expect miracles in bigger rooms. 6. HearthSense IR16T-BB. Coming in at 6, it's the HearthSense 16T-BB. This unit is advertised as a ventless dual-fuel infrared heater that pumps out up to 20,000 BTUs. Sounds impressive, right? In my week-long test, it heated up my workroom, about 400 square feet, pretty quickly, and the built-in thermostat did a decent job maintaining a steady temperature. The unit claims to heat up to 950 square feet, but, well, in practice, I felt like it was best suited for half that. It also comes with a base and an optional blower, which helps if you're willing to spend a bit more. Now, for the real talk. Setting up the HearthSense was, not my favorite afternoon. The instructions? Pretty vague, especially if you're not handy with gas hookups. I noticed a faint odor the first couple times I fired it up. Nothing alarming, but something to keep an eye on if you're sensitive to smells. While it's pretty compact for the heating power it offers, it's also heavier than expected. If portability is important, this could be a downside. Oh, and this model can get a bit hot to the touch in certain spots, so be careful around pets and kids. In short, good heat output if you can deal with setup quirks and have a spot to keep it in one place. Number 5. HearthSense IR26T-BB. Now let's move to number 5, the HearthSense IR26T-BB. I was genuinely surprised by how quickly this heater could warm up a fairly large area, think 28,000 to 30,000 BTUs, which is serious firepower in a modest package. In my tests, it managed to turn my partly finished garage around 700 square feet from icebox to actually comfortable in about 20 minutes. The dual fuel capability, propane or natural gas, adds some flexibility, making it ideal for garages, workshops, and even basements. One thing I liked was the piezo ignition system. You don't need matches, just push the button and it lights right up, when it wants to anyway. Sometimes it took a couple tries in colder weather. The built-in ODS oxygen depletion sensor is reassuring, especially in enclosed rooms. And there's a thermostat, so you get a lot more control over the heat. The only real gripe? It's big. Like, you're not tucking this away behind a chair. But if you want robust, even heating and don't mind committing to a spot, this is definitely worthy of a top 5 place. 4. Bluegrass B20TPB-BB. Alright, our number 4 contender is the Bluegrass B20TPB-BB, a vent-free blue flame propane heater that means business. Right when I unboxed it, the first thing that got me was the build. Rugged, but still light enough to wall mount or set on the floor. It outputs up to 20,000 BTUs, handling about 950 square feet with no sweat during my tests. With its built-in thermostat, it cycles itself on and off to keep the room cozy without overheating you or the space. The blue flame style gives you convective heat, so instead of concentrating warmth in front, it spreads it throughout the room, making it feel comfortably toasty everywhere. Safety-wise, you get an oxygen depletion sensor, and there's a tip-over shutoff. The best part? It barely sipped propane, so I didn't feel guilty letting it run for hours. The downside is minor. The fan, if you buy the add-on, is a touch noisy. If you want a set-and-forget heater that can be mounted out of the way and deliver steady, distributed warmth, Bluegrass won't let you down. 3. Mr. Heater MHVF B20LPT. Sliding into our top 3, the Mr. Heater MHVF BF20LPT is the kind of heater you want for seriously cold days. This beast has a blue flame burner, putting out up to 20,000 BTUs, easily keeping a 700 square foot room warm. My family actually started hanging out more in our previously off-limits in the winter sunroom just because of this 14. Wall mount or freestanding, you get options, and the included thermostat means you're not constantly fiddling to stay comfortable. What really sets it apart is its convection heat technology. The warmth moves through the room rather than in a direct beam, so everyone feels the benefit, even if you're across the space. Safety features are thorough: a tip-over cutoff, an ODS sensor, automatic shutoff, the works. It's also surprisingly fuel efficient and doesn't need a fan kit unless you really want one for extra circulation. Starting it is a breeze too, battery ignition, no wrestling with matches. If you need strong, reliable heat for a medium or even slightly larger room, this is a dependable upgrade from more basic heaters. Number 2. Mr. Heater MH12HB Hunting Buddy. Runner-up is the Mr. Heater MH12HB, affectionately known as the Hunting Buddy. This one is a portable powerhouse, dishing out 6,000 to 12,000 BTUs and warming up around 300 square feet with impressive efficiency. But here's what I love about it. It's so quiet. No clicking, no droning fan, just warmth, whether you're in a tent, a small den, or a deer blind. When I was out camping, I was amazed at how this heater kept my tent cozy without drawing attention to itself. Portability? Absolutely. It's lightweight, has a built-in handle that folds down, and the whole thing feels rugged, like you could toss it in your trunk for emergencies or take it on the go. Operation is straightforward. The auto shutoff and ODS system keep things safe, and it lights instantly even on a cold morning. If I had to nitpick, it chews through small tanks on high, so bring extras if you're going overnight. But for sheer bang for your buck, flexibility, and peace of mind, the Hunting Buddy is hard to top for small space heating, indoors or out. 1. Dyna-Glo IR30PMDG-1. And here we are at number 1, the Dyna-Glo IR30PMDG-1. Honestly, I didn't expect to fall in love with a heater, but after a couple weeks of use, I kind of did. This vent-free infrared powerhouse delivers up to 30,000 BTUs, covering a whopping 1,000 square feet easily. I tested it in an open-plan basement, and within 40 minutes, it went from I can see my breath to I'm wearing shorts. The heat is radiant, so you immediately feel warmth on your skin, perfect for getting warm fast after coming in from the cold. There's a variable control knob, so you can precisely adjust from a gentle 6,000 BTUs all the way up to that max 30,000. And unlike some heaters, it doesn't require electricity, total game changer during blackout 17. Safety is excellent too. There's an ODS sensor and an automatic shutoff, so you can sleep easy. Sure, it's bigger and bulkier than the portable Mr. Heaters, but if you want to heat a whole area rather than just a personal bubble, nothing tops its raw power and efficiency. Just remember, during initial use, I noticed a very faint odor, typical for first runs, but it faded pretty quick. Otherwise, performance, adjustability, and peace of mind put the Dyna-Glo firmly at the top of my list. Final thought. And there you have it, 7 of the absolute best indoor propane heaters, tested and reviewed, so you can find the right one for your winter battles. Got a favorite of your own, or any questions about these heaters? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or help you choose. Stay warm and see you in the next video.